Hello, fellow educators. My name is Brittany Braswell, and I am a special education teacher currently working on my master's in special education. Today, I am here to analyze Arizona's language development approach with all of you. Every state is different in the way that they serve their English language learners. Why is this? Well, there are federal laws that states must follow. There are federal laws that states must follow. The state is allowed to address each law and policy in a way that they see fit for their unique learners. This creates a variation between states on how the services are provided. In this presentation, we will explore Arizona's approach to English learner instruction through structured English immersion. There are many ways that states define an English language learner. Arizona defines a student as an English language learner if they are not proficient in English, if their family's primary language is anything different from English, and if they score low on standardized tests because of their English language proficiency. Knowing this definition is key to understanding how students are chosen to receive services. Arizona's pre-K through 12th grade English language learner population is diverse, but Arizona's proximity to the border of Mexico makes up for the high numbers of Spanish-speaking students. In the 2021 through 2022 school year, there were 93,000 English learners, making up 14% of the school's overall population. This population of English learners is diverse. Despite the large number of Spanish-speaking students, there are also Native American students, Asian students, and white students that are part of that population. There are many languages spoken, but again, Spanish is by far spoken the most. Arizona supports their English language learners through an instructional model called Structured English Immersion, abbreviated as SEI. This approach emphasized intensive English language instruction that is viewed as an accelerated method. This method delivers most, if not all, instruction in English that has a curriculum that ensures grade level academics. SEI utilizes unique instructional strategies to support directions given in English, like visuals, gestures, as well as simplified verbal prompts. The program is expected to last 1 year, after which students will be moved to general education classrooms. Arizona's language development approach has four main principles. The first is asset-based instruction. This principle looks at the EL students as an important member of the community and highlights the unique things that they bring to the table, focusing on diversity and communication awareness. The second principle is integrated instruction and disciplinary content. This is an educator's responsibility to deliver grade level academics while strengthening the students' linguistic needs. The third principle is targeted and explicit language instruction. Through this, teachers use objectives to focus on the students' language needs, like working with grammar or vocabulary. The fourth is asset monitoring. This principle emphasizes the importance of using formative and summative assessments to monitor students' growth. Educators should be assessing and changing things constantly to meet the unique needs of their students. Research surrounding English language learners has shown the importance of culturally responsive teaching, the integration of language and content instruction, as well as the need to hold students to high expectations with lots of support. These principles support Arizona students in their success of learning the English language as well as being on grade level for content. This approach supports EL students in full immersion to their general education classroom. Student agency is an essential part of English language learning. Giving students a voice in their education by goal setting and individual instruction encourages confidence and creates self determination. The more autonomy you can give English language learners over their education, the more successful they will be in the long run. Arizona uses four main models in their SEI approach. The newcomer model is focused on students just arriving to America. There is a focus on basic language and cultural orientation. The pull-out module has students in their grade level mainstream classroom and then pull them out for specific language instruction. The 2-hour model gives students 2 hours a day of direct English instruction outside of general education classroom. And the 50-50 model is when they give instruction in English and the student's home language, equal amounts. It encourages bilingualism and ensures success in both languages. This model requires parent waiver. In Arizona, there are two main ways to determine eligibility of services for English language learners. The first and most common method is home language survey. Every family receives this survey and has the opportunity to mark that their family's first language is not English. If they are marked as English not being their first language, the student is flagged for testing to see if they require extra support in English proficiency. The other way that eligibility is determined is through Arizona's English Language Learner Assessment, abbreviated as AZELA. Once identified, students undergo a series of testing that not only sees if they qualify, but also determines their placement and how services will be delivered. AZELA is also used annually to determine ongoing eligibility and to see if the student has made progress. Students who qualify for AZELA have many accommodations that they can utilize to be successful. They have the option to test in a quieter setting. They receive additional time to translate language on tests and assignments. They may receive language support like the use of bilingual dictionaries or translators. They may receive presentation accommodations like audio recordings of some readings or images to help with understanding the language. English learners' families have rights when it comes to their child's academics. These rights include right to information, right to participate in decision making, right to refuse services, right to be informed of the assessment progress. They have the right to appeal any decisions, and they have the right to ask the school to support them with understanding their rights and their students' services. Any other student team, like any other student team, the parents serve an important role on that team. Some may argue the most important role. In conclusion, Arizona has well thought out plan in serving their students who are English learners. There are a lot of things in place to protect these students and their families. As an educator, it is important to stay informed as to how we are serving our English language learners so that we can support them in the best ways possible. With English language learners making up 14% of student population, the chances that you will have an English language student in your class this year is high. So stay informed.